Hans-Jürgen Raabe has a singular focus: the human face. In recent years, Raabe has taken more than 300 portrait photos all over the world. His theme is humankind in the 21st century. He tries to capture images that convey a personality and get under your skin.
I can only convey my own impressions. I want to show the globalized world I live in. That's not just something I show by traveling to distant places. When I go to the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin, that's already global. So what I try to convey is an awareness of how we are all living in a global world.
990 Faces is a long-term project that will span years. In the end, it will include 30 portraits from 33 different locations. The result will be a global portrait of humanity. He's already taken pictures at Berlin's Brandenburg Gate, in Papua New Guinea, and the Eiffel Tower in Paris. There will be one book of photography for each site. Raabe began the project 4 years ago and has already published 10 books.
I like the tactile and physical dimension of things. I want to be able to smell, feel, experience the places I'm in. That's how I get to the essence of what I'm working on.
In addition to his published volumes, Raabe is now showing his work in Cologne's Photo Book Museum. It's an excursion through the world of photography books with 30 different exhibitions in all. The museum is housed in a former industrial hall, Cologne's Karlswerk factory. The world's first transatlantic telephone cable was produced here in the early 20th century. The museum's founder, Markus Schaden, says the museum also aims to link the entire world.
The book is the starting point, but our museum wants to thrill viewers by creating a global visual literature. Photography books can be read by anyone. In Indonesia, Japan, Brazil, everyone understands it.
Raabe is fascinated by places where cultures encounter one another. In Cologne, he's setting out to explore a multicultural district. He always works in the same way. First, he explores the location, then he tracks down images that convey a sense of place. And he looks for the small, revealing details. Once he has a feel for the location, he begins his actual work.
I usually don't ask permission. That's how I get a natural-looking shot. But people often notice what I'm doing, then I explain my project. If they hate the picture and ask me to get rid of it, I do. But often they say, "What a great picture."
None of the portraits are staged. Raabe doesn't use a flash, and he doesn't process his images digitally. He wants to capture the moment in natural light. Raabe exhibited the first stage of his project in Istanbul. This year's exhibition includes 330 photos, and it's the first time he's shown them in Germany. His concept doesn't become visible in a single shot. It's the entire series and diversity of the faces that make up the work.
The faces are so striking. They're not just beautiful faces, they're expressive, faces that capture an essence.
They don't look retouched or photoshopped. That's something you rarely see these days.
In the age of digital snapshots, the Photo Book Museum in Cologne aims to show a different dimension and to establish the photography book as an art form in its own right.
Photography books are undergoing a process of democratization in our digital world. They need to have a forum to bring this digitization to life, so the Photo Museum can be an example for countries across the world.
Cologne's Photo Book Museum is charting this new path with the work of Hans-Jürgen Raabe.